Is it recording? I think so. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not sure exactly how to start off this video. I just wanted to make this quickly because I realized how long I put an idea like this off my table for so long. It's because I've been so busy. And okay, so this video is just gonna be me focusing on how to play Spider-Man, at least mechanically, and I'll hopefully show some clips on when or when not to engage because as Spider-Man, you get a glass cannon. So let's just get started. So before we go into actually playing the character, the most important thing is to go into the settings for that character himself.
It's up to us to help the people who can't help
Okay,
themselves.
press
Watch out, they're headed
go
our
go for
way!
settings, keyboard, and click this tab here which says change hero. This will specify the settings for Spider-Man himself and everything's tailored to him, so to speak. Um, there are a few things that is really important to change, like hold to swing. It's way more consistent for you to web swing this way because you're able to let go and decide when to swing, right? And I'm speaking through personal experience, so please turn that on and turn automatic swing off. So if you had this on, you will do this really stupid swing where you can't really, web zip. You'll do this really weird swinging, and it feels like a PS2 game. Although as cool as it is, it's not really good. You want to turn that off, right? So turn it off. You're able to web zip like
Watch out, they're headed
this.
our way!
So yeah, that's one thing. The other thing, the hold to wall crawl and hold to run on walls, and this one here as well, directional wall climbing. Um, Honestly, that's for personal preference. I like these two turned off, and this one vertically upwards. That's my personal preference. It's just how I like it. You can change it however you like to. And okay, now this is the most important thing. Get over here targeting. This should be your web strike button. If you played Web of Shadows, or if you've seen Spider-Man Web of Shadows from like 2010, I don't remember the exact year, but there is a skill called web striking. So this is exactly that, if you know what I'm talking about. Um, make this as any button you want. For me, it's E. It's the easiest that way. And oh,
Watch
if you
out,
go
they're headed
down,
our way!
damn, okay. If you go down to the abilities tab, the get over here button should be your pull button. I like it as R. Again, it's also personal preference. You can change it to however you want. And one more thing, when you're playing multiple heroes in this game, you will likely want to change the melee attack button. I like it as a side mouse button, and mainly, okay, so if you want to change it to all heroes, you can press this and, it'll change to that. So yeah, that's one thing. I think, and that's all for the settings. It's not much to change. It's just one, two, and these few things here. So like three sets of things to do. It's not that bad. Okay, add one more, but yeah, that's all. Then, um,
Pretty sure those are bad
I
guys.
think I should just go over the abilities. Yeah, let's see. So the first thing is his web swing. You get three at a time. You can, if you aim above your head level, you will do a web swing. If you aim below your head level, you do a web zip. So that's really cool. And then there is the web pull button. So when I'm gonna turn infinite abilities on, so I can use it multiple times. It triggers this animation. So when you actually hit a person,
Spider Sling!
it does that. Okay. And if you manage to put a tracer on them, as in shoot them with the web, right? Your right click, basically. If you manage to shoot them with a tracer, with the same button, if you press that R, right, it turns into E. This is the web strike button. And
Watch
finally,
out, they're headed our
the
way!
amazing combo that I I'm not really too sure why they named it the amazing combo. That's the F key. Most people call it the uppercut. I'm gonna call it the uppercut, for simplicity's sake. Okay. And there is his ultimate. Your ultimate, I will tell you right now, it's best if you do the bread and butter combo
Don't mess
and
with the
then press
amazing
your ultimate,
Spider-Man!
because like you want to do that to
Spider
secure your
Domain is
kill,
not for the
and
weak.
it's really hard to kill if your ultimate only does like
Don't mess
100
with the
damage per
amazing
second.
Spider-Man!
That was really really slow. Trust me, the healing in this game is insane, and you want to secure that kill with a combo first and then out. So yeah, I think that's everything. There was this one ability called Venom Surge, if I remember correctly. You press this the team up button and you would
Watch out, they're headed our way!
explode in a surge of spikes and you do like 50 damage, right? You were invincible for like 1 second, but it was a garage jail free card, so to speak. It was also a confirmed killing option for after the Britain Power combo. So okay, let's move to the actual combo section. Why do I keep mentioning the bread and butter combo? It's the easiest combo, right? It's the easiest combo for anybody to learn, and you can actually get away with it. You could stop the guide here and just learn it right now, and you'd actually be okay with playing Spider-Man as he is. So web strike and uppercut. That's really all there is to it. Tracer, web strike, and then uppercut. You can't do it twice in a row, but you get the point, right?
Double KO.
And after you do the
Pretty
combo,
sure those are
you
bad
wanna run
guys.
away by web swinging. Why do you want to do that? Okay, now I need to stop it. Why do you want to do that? It's because you're a glass cannon. You do insane amounts of damage, but also that you will die easily. You will die instantly if you stick around for way too long. So you need to run away just as quick, right? And you might have noticed earlier that Spider-Man can move insanely fast, right? No other character can move like him. It's stupid, right? Right? You like it's quick. He's just quick like that. So that's why I mentioned you need to take advantage of his movement speed to get out quickly and get in quickly. Before we move into any advanced combos, it's best if you actually learn the movement tech, so that helps you to, you know, uh, understand and figure out why and how the advanced combos work. So starting with the overhead animation. So normally Spider-Man has a three-hit combo, 1, 2, 3, a punch, punch, kick. There's also one extra thing. If you double jump, you get an overhead animation, and this single thing makes you want to learn some extra things, which would mean the movement hack that I'm about to show you. So the first thing would be the web zip, right? You do this, so the if you don't do the tracer, you do this animation. You do a flip. It takes a really long time. You will get shot and die really quickly. So to cancel that animation, you shoot a tracer just before you land. That is, because if you do it too quickly, it looks janky. And I mean, you can do it, but it's really inconsistent. So you need to just wait a bit and do it. It shoot before you hit the ground. Um, if you thought of bunny hopping, yes, you can do it. That's exactly what I was gonna segue into the next part. This is exactly the most important part of his kit. Running away, web swinging, or web zipping basically, bunny hopping, and so to speak. After that, it's really important you take advantage of doing this. This can be used in fights. This can be used to base for the main purpose of this video right now is movement tech, right? So yeah, this can also be used for combat if you're skilled enough. How are you able to do that so quickly? It depends on the distance you actually shoot your web zip. If you shoot it there, you will go way like a little faster than usual. If you shoot it like right around here, you will go way slower. Okay, I'm not demonstrating it correctly, but you you will realize you will do it like, you know, you will shoot yourself way slower. So if you aim it a little further, you'll go way further. So yeah, that's the most important thing. And the next step, of course, is to combine the bunny hopping, or actually no, the normal web zipping and the uppercut. So it would look something like this.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Yeah, so for reference, let's just mark this.
Whoa, check this place out.
You're able to go way fast, like really, really fast, right? I reached about 126 meters in that much amount of time. So yeah, that's really cool. So why am I teaching you this? Why is it relevant at all? I mean, honestly, you don't have to, but it leads to a better understanding of the combos ahead. So if you manage to get this far, you kind of already learned 90% of his tech. Um, for fancy points, and if you like want to be proficiently good at fighting with them. So yeah, that's that. The next thing would be the web swinging, right? You want to get a feel for it. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Just get a feel for how, like, dynamic his web swinging is. Why is it working the way it is? You want to get a feel for it. And if you're questioning yourself, how do people just, circle around
Pretty
a
sure
dome
those are
like
bad
this?
guys.
You want to angle yourself towards the radius of the dome if you want to keep going web swinging around that. But that's just one thing out of many, you know, movement things with his website. I mean, with his swing, basically. Okay, so going back to that overhead slam, there are two ways to trigger it. One is by doing a double jump, of course, and the other way is actually by web swinging. So why is that relevant? Um, a lot of people have figured out that you can actually do an overhead animation cancel. So how do you do that?
Watch out, they're headed
It's
our
like
way.
this. You don't even have to just double jump. So if you carefully do the input, it would be jump, um, swing tracer, and then your normal attack button. So I mean, I'm kind of cheating here because like I am pressing the swing button just before the jump button, but you know, it's all about timing and you need to get used to it. So once you have learned that, you're probably wondering, can I
Pretty
combo
sure those
that
are bad
with the bread
guys.
and butter combo? Yes, you can actually. It's the single most useful thing for
Double KO.
so I think it would kill a 275 HP character. Yes, it does. Yeah,
Double
it kills
KO.
275 HP targets and under. And now is the point where you can get creative with his combos. You don't exactly need to, you know, with strike them anymore. You can totally like do this, and do that. If you time his charges, of course, you can't spam the uppercut insanely quick like that.
Double KO.
Round
Hold
and
on.
pound.
But you get the point, right? You can do something like this.
That's three.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Wow.
You can
What a
do like
round.
that, and you might be wondering, can I do that
Spider Fist is
to a
ready to
tank?
punch.
You can actually. Um, Once you pull a tank, it's most useful if you pull a tank out of his position like this. And yeah, you can
Gonna
melt
get
through tanks like
sticky.
that. It's really cool. And finally, there is web pulling. So I have explained that you can pull people,
Spider sling.
right? That's the most basic thing you can do. So how can we do that better?
Yeah.
I did mention a while back that you can instantly kill them off the map. Okay, for example, if this was the cliff, and you would die if you jump over it.
Yeah.
So okay, so you can one thing you can
Pretty
do,
sure those are
pull them,
spider sling.
double jump, and safely, hop back. But if you do it quickly,
Now I gotcha.
you will fall to your death too. So try not to do that. Let me just pull them back.
Spider sling.
Just I don't want to wait all this time for them to slowly come back. Okay. How can we do that better? One thing you can do
Yeah.
is do that. Hold on. Just
Crack the whip.
so that's one thing.
Yeah.
Do
Spider
basic
sling.
and do basic and small things first. You wanna
Yeah.
right? Hold on.
Yeah. Spider sling.
You wanna do that basically. I've seen a lot of people start web pulling from this height, which is actually not bad.
Now I gotcha. Be sure those are bad
Okay,
guys.
so you might be wondering how am I pulling way further than
Yeah.
how it looks. That distance would probably
Stick together.
that distance is 30 meters. With the web pulling, you probably can't reach further than that. Hold on, like yeah, like I can't shoot any further than
Now I
that unless
gotcha.
I'm in within 20 meters. So how am I doing that? It's an animation cancel. Ooh, you're probably scared of that. No, not really. You shouldn't be scared of it because when I, when people hear the word animation cancel, I think they get their minds blown and they think it's so complex, but it's really not, right? You're
Pretty
actually
sure those are
just
bad guys.
canceling the animation of like him flinging his arm like that, right? With a swing, basically. So you press those two buttons and it becomes way faster. You input the pull button way faster than usual, so it should allow you. Whoops!
Yeah.
It should allow you to pull people. Let me just not
Yeah.
do it so poorly,
Crack the whip.
but you get the point. And you might be wondering, can I do it? Combining
Yeah.
with all the crazy web
Crack the
swings
whip.
and all.
Spider sling.
So yeah, that's the fullest extent you can do it. You don't actually have to
Yeah.
do that entire motion. It's not necessary. You can
Watch out,
totally
they're headed our way. Spider
do
sling.
that. Pull the uppercut,
Yeah.
you know.
Crack the whip.
I have no patience. I really like pulling the bots just go over here and over here. Because like I need to pull them faster. Otherwise I need to wait. So yeah, I think that is all there is to learning his mechanics. The last thing is his playstyle. So a lot of people will kind of debate how do you play Spider-Man? Should you play a rage bait Spider-Man or should I play a really aggressive Spider-Man? I think you need to play smart. And what I mean by that is, of course, you want to rage bait. That's one of your tactics. It's one of the team tactics actually. But you want to be smart about it. Um, you would need to manage your cooldown. So like I just said, you can do a bread and butter combo and run away, right? Just wait
Pretty sure
on
those
high
are bad
ground,
guys.
on the wall, or anything, anywhere safe. So you can wait to strike your opponent, but you don't want to do it alone. You wait for your teammates to distract them, and then you strike. Because you're a backline assassin basically, and you need to run. If you stick around for way too long, you will die. So that's the thing.
Double KO. That's 3.
Whee! And see that I did not stay longer for 1 second really. Manage his cooldowns. effectively. You don't want to spam your uppercuts because they will not work unless you wait 2 seconds, right? So you can do something like this, you know, and you want to be sneaky. You want to be creative
Gonna get
about your
sticky.
charges. And like, see, I can't spam in, so
Round
you
and
have to
pound.
wait.
Pretty
Or you
sure
can
those
get,
are
you
bad
need to get
guys.
out instantly, or you can just, you know, do a combo. Oh.
Double KO.
So yeah, that's the basic idea that I'm trying to
Spider
convey.
Fist is ready to punch.
Okay, but there is one more thing that I would like to mention. It
Pretty
does
sure
get
those are
easier.
bad guys.
Okay, it does get easier with higher FPS to do these kind of pulls,
Crack the whip.
you know, because it took me a long time to get comfortable with, you know, at all doing something like this. It took me lots of times. I would fail so many times like this and swing back and fail. You have to do it all over again. It's a whole mess. But you know, sometimes it really isn't your fault. Sometimes like if you had a higher FPS monitor, it really does make a difference, right? Because the way how I knew that was, uh, if you had a higher FPS monitor, you would see, you can actually see where you're dashing and where you're spinning, because like, yeah, you can't really visualize where you're going. It's really blurry when you're in the middle of a match and spinning so casually like this.
Double KO.
But of course, with practice, it's fine.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. The area's almost yours.
I hope the next version of me I meet is nicer. Better than.
So I do want to mention the fact you can save yourself from another Spider-Man that is gonna web strike you. When he web strikes you, he will come at you in a straight line, right? And you can use your pull button against him, and you will save yourself. I promise you, it's the coolest thing ever. So I was
Round
playing on a
1
friend's
confirmed.
account, and I want to show
Don't
you
worry,
this
I can make
clip
it easier,
3,
brother.
where
2. All you need to do
you
is capture
can
the red
pull
area.
people off the
Got it?
map, and you won't always sit around at a casual, comfortable spot. You might have to get creative and do this.
Spider Sling. There they go.
And you might want to learn some rollouts as it gets easier to, you know,
Spider Sling.
come back in the
There
fight.
they
I
go.
pull him one more time.
That put some pep in my step. Spider Sling. There they go.
You want to try pulling tanks most of the time because they're really big and easy to hit.